Hello guys, the Canty Hat here, and today I'm going to be proposing a theory to you, but first I just want to tell you that this video is actually not mine. It's just a video I found on YouTube. I'll put a link in the description. But basically today I'm going to be proposing the theory that, so you guys know the story, The Legend of Sleepy Hollow, basically the Headless Horseman, and so the other day in class, since we were analyzing it, since you know Halloween is today, well, at the time I'm recording it at least. And so we were analyzing it, and then my teacher, she's summarizing it, and then she says, oh, and it's in Terrytown. And then a connection went straight in my mind about Breath of the Wild. And today I'm going to be proposing to you a theory that what if Breath of the Wild and Terrytown and Breath of the Wild and Terrytown and the Headless Horseman are connected? And so I actually did a little bit of research into this. And so, Breath of the Wild, or Terrytown, about the time that the story of the Headless Horseman is written, we know that it's at least 1720, which would make up, like, it would kind of, we know that it's at least that, so it could have been earlier, but I can assume that, because it's been, like, a long time since, right, all this happened, so this could hold up. Like, what if they take about in the same universe? And what if this is kind of how Terrytown is created from the Headless Horseman? And I was kind of hoping that we might find like an Easter egg in Terrytown of some sort, but I didn't have any luck finding anything, so no. And the other thing that might break this theory is that Terrytown and in Breath of the Wild and Terrytown and the story are spelt differently. Just with an E, but otherwise I guess the resemblance are pretty uncanny. And also, like you guys might be saying, whoa, but Jackson, in the Headless Horseman, it takes place in Sleepy Hollow, but it's actually that, Sleepy Hollow is a part of Terrytown, like it's a subdivision kind of Terrytown. So, yeah, you guys can do research, like look it up. I'm not wrong, and so yeah, I think it would, like what, and it would make sense in the Zelda universe to have a Headless Horseman, because in Majora's Mask you could find the Goron, that's a ghost, and all the other ghosts, right? So we know that it would make sense, and I think it's cool that they included it, and I don't think it was a mistake to have very similar names. I'm not sure if it's like canon theory necessarily, or if it's just like a subtle reference by Nintendo or the Zelda company, whatever. And I think it could kind of go for like a prologue to the story, kind of, because if you think about it, you're building Terrytown, and that's where Sleepy Hollow is, and so it's kind of like a prologue to the story, The Legend of Sleepy Hollow, right? And I'm guessing that and also you might be saying, but is Sleepy Hollow supposed to be in New York? And I have two theories to actually change that. First of all, yes, Terrytown's supposed to be in New York, but the thing is, what if the first thing I'd say is that you travel a lot in this game, and so maybe it's that you're traveling, like it's just really far travel, and like you're like in a desert island close to New York. That's where this game takes place, and you travel to New York. Or what if it's just a replica, or it's just straight up not in New York? That's probably the biggest loophole in the story. But if you overlook it, it's pretty big. They have a lot in common. And also, guys, if you haven't built Terrytown and you have Breath of the Wild, I do recommend it, because it's pretty worth it. But that's gonna be the end of this theory, and I think it's kind of fitting to make a Breath of the Wild theory, seeing as today is Halloween and I'm dressing as Link, or Tinkerbell, or Robin Hood, or Peter Pan. Everyone's like, "Oh, what are you?" And I'm like, "I'm Link," and they're like, "Oh, you look like Peter Pan," or whatever. So yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed this theory. And yeah, have a great day. Bye.